Welcome back to another video. Today is part 4 of the Stage 3 Part 3 series of the big Turbo TTS. Today we're going to be installing this turbo. It's pretty great. So there's going to be a lot of steps involved. We're going to try to be as detailed as possible. Looks like the hardest part is going to be removing all the lines, oil lines and stuff. This whole thing actually comes out pretty easy from what I've seen. So we'll get at it here. I'll try to keep you guys as posted as possible. Try to be as detailed as possible here on putting this thing in. But stay tuned, it's gonna be great. We're gonna get this in hopefully today and start her up. So let's get on it. So the first step here is going to be we're going to remove the intake from the turbo. Oh, I ripped my glove. We're going to remove the intake from the turbo. We're going to try to get all the auxiliary things and try to get access to the back of the turbo to where we can see it. So we're going to take the intake, we're going to take the heat shield off, we're going to get these hoses out of the way, engine cover, everything we need to get access to back in that area back there. I've got a lot. Just me and the guy. So, it's got way out of me. Seriously. Our next step here, after you've already gone and removed your intake pipe, the tube that goes to the back here, heat shields and stuff, pretty much anything that's going to be in the way here, you got to get out of the way. It's going to include the oxygen sensor tube. We're getting there, but once you get all that stuff off, you can kind of get access to the turbo. You're going to have to remove this coolant line right here, this guy. It's kind of one whole assembly. You got to remove the wheel here. Once you get that wheel off, you go ahead and take out this little wheel well cover here. That'll do is that'll give you access to the turbo outlet pipe here, as well as the N75 valve you need to disconnect up there. It's a little ways up there, but it's a lot easier to get to from the side here than it is up top. I just don't understand why this won't come off. So we got everything disconnected from the turbo, vacuum lines, pressure lines, what have you. The only lines left are the coolant lines and the oil lines. And then we'll take the top bolts off the turbo here and we should just be able to lift it out of the wedge clamp.
Alright, Mike, tell them what you just did.
Well, you see, boys, here's the thing. When you convert over to a Chinesium turbo muffler delete, you lose your clippy thing that clips inside of this. I still have it, but we're not going to be reinstalling that.
Where's the Halo music at?
Just drop it on your fucking
Yeah, I think it will be enough.
There we go. Yeah, I hope that's enough. This.
Yeah, that's where we're trying to go.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah. Like butter.
Daddy like. Okay, now somebody's got to come up here and kind of support. Well, so I got to get them other two lines on underneath.
I'll put my foot behind it so it doesn't slide up.
Thanks, buddy. Stand up guy, you
Today, Junior?
Let's be honest, getting the turbo out, I guess, isn't terrible. Like, the part, all the lines are completely garbage. Like, the worst thing ever. Like, it is so difficult. Like, they all just suck, alright? And they're really hard to get out, and you gotta take some off with the turbo like loose in there and put it back on with the turbo loose in there and make sure everything's routed the right way or you're screwed. Anyways, here we are. Had to completely disconnect all the motor mounts and get the engine completely free so we can move it around enough to get everything back in. But we got the turbo bolted up. All the lines except for a couple right on top here are bolted in. The hard ones are in. So yeah, we're gonna probably finish this off tomorrow though. Be a whole new day. Hopefully a lot less stressful day because whoo man, it's a lot of work.
Michael is buttoning everything up right now. We're putting everything back in place, so we're gonna kind of skip a lot of that.
It's just putting all the little stuff on, you know,
Yeah.
like outlet pipe, intake.
Yeah, all the stuff that you guys saw us taking off, we're putting back on. So what we're really excited to see is the startup. So we're gonna work hard on getting this back together as fast as we can, and then we'll film the startup, and hopefully everything runs like butter.
Yep, because tomorrow is Tune Day.
Woo!
Spoiler alert: APR made software for this box code.
Specifically for us.
Yeah,
Like
well,
a 1-of-1.
I would say for us, for this box code. So right now, this is going to be the only TTS with this box code that has the TTE420 APR software. So super exciting stuff. And what that means for you guys is if you have the same box code, you'll also be able to get this tune. So good news. That saves me money.
Money, money. Let's get to it.
Alright boys, well everything is installed. We went ahead and primed the oil system. We started putting coolant in. We really got to get it started at operating temperature, really finish completing the filling of the coolant here. But we just did a preliminary prime. It kind of turned over, it wanted to run, so we're good there. We know it'll start, we know it'll run. Didn't hear anything out of the ordinary. So now it's time to start it. See what happens.
Sounds healthy.
We're gonna let her warm up a little bit here. See what she sounds like on a little throttle twist. Yeah, it's not even warm coming out of there yet. Alright guys, so that'll be a wrap for this video. Stay tuned after we get it tuned. No pun intended. Stay tuned for when we get it tuned. See how she drives. Unfortunately, we won't be able to bring you guys along for the actual tuning process. They don't really like cameras around their shop too much. A lot of really nice cars there and things like that, so we try to abide by their rules and be courteous, considering they're the only authorized dealer in the area that can help us out. So stay tuned for the next video when we go over what we think of the tune and how it drives, because I'm really excited and I hope you guys are too, because I think this is the best budget option if you want to go stage 3 with these vehicles and make a lot more power over stage 2. So like, comment, subscribe. Peace and light.